Colorado head football coach Deion Sanders made a few waves. Just a few. Nothing seismic. You feel me? But just a few waves out there at Big 12 Media Day. You know, he said that this year's Colorado football team is going to be better than last year's football team that featured, the Heisman Trophy winner and featured someone who I still believe is going to be an NFL starting quarterback, and that's his son, Shedeur Sanders. But what you expect him to say? What do you expect him to say? What, that they're going to be trash? Come on, man. Okay. So that may have caused some people to look at him sideways, but that's Coach speak. He supposed to say that, and they may be. Who knows? But what kind of did gain some traction is that the man who said it must be the money called for a salary cap in college football. That's the statement that had some people talking. So let's talk about it here, shall we? Okay. Before we do, make sure you hit that subscribe button, y'all. I am your homeboy First, and this is the realest, most entertaining show in the game. Put it on something again. Hit that subscribe button. Please hit that subscribe button. We've passed 9,500 subscribers now. We're trying to get to 10,000 as quickly as possible. Okay? You can be a part of that. So please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that share button, y'all. All right? We're still trying to grow this thing. And the best way to grow is word of mouth. So please hit that share button and share to all your partners. You feel me? Also, fuck with our sponsor, the King McNeil Collection, for all your fraternity needs, sorority needs. If you're in the Divine Nine, you should be shopping with them. They're number one in the business. You feel me? If I was in a frat, I'd be rocking their gear show enough. You know what I'm talking about? My wife is an AKA, and she rocks their gear. You feel me? Shout out to my little boot thing. You know what I'm talking about? And before we really get into this thing, let me pause real quick and let y'all know how y'all can hit a lick on a free Walmart gift card from Windows USA. Y'all, I got a free $100 gift card to Walmart from Windows USA. And here's how you can do the same thing. Someone referred me to Windows USA, okay? They contacted me, and they told me that they would give me a free $100 gift card to Walmart if I allow them to come to my crib and simply do a presentation. So I did. And this is what I got. Now, I did end up buying the windows, you feel me? But you don't have to. You'll still get the free $100 gift card to Walmart just by allowing them to do the presentation. Now, since I did purchase some windows, that allowed me to become a part of their referral program. And this is how that works. You submit your name, phone number, and address to me via one of my social media accounts. You will see it on the ticker down there and in the description of the video. I will relay that information to them. They will give y'all a call. They will set up the appointment with you. You let them come in and do their presentation. And there you go. You'll get this free $100 gift card to Walmart, and they'll pay me $100. So not only do you get a chance to get a free $100 gift card to Walmart, you also get a chance to help your homeboy First out by getting me $100 too. Now, I have nothing to do with the sale of the windows, all right? So there's no pressure to buy the windows. If you just let them do the presentation, you'll get that free $100 gift card to Walmart, and I'll get that $100 that I told you about. Now, that's a lick y'all don't want to miss out on. So go ahead and hit me up today with your name, address, phone number. I'll get it over to them. Y'all set up y'all appointment. Let them do the presentation, and let's get this money. So, like I said, y'all, Prime was at Big 12 Media Day when he made these comments. So, let's look at this clip.
And Prime, you were talking about it during your presser about NIL and what these players deserve and how the game is modified to that point. From where you sit, doing it at the highest level in the NFL, how do you believe NIL should be guardrailed now, especially with the revenue share?
I wish it was a cap. Like the top of the line player makes this, and if you're not that type of guy, you're not going to make that. That's what the NFL does. So the problem is you got a guy that's not that darn good, but he could go to another school and they give him $500,000, and you can't compete with that. That don't make sense. And you're talking about equality, not equality, like equal. I guess so, equality. And all you have to do is look at the playoffs and see what those teams spent, and you understand darn near why they're in the playoffs. It's kind of hard to compete with somebody who's giving $25-30 million to a darn freshman class.
Right.
It's crazy. We're not complaining because all these coaches up here can coach their butts off and given the right opportunity with the right players and play here and there, you'll be there. But it's what's going on right now don't make sense. And we want to say stuff, but we're trying to be professional. But you're going to see the same teams darn near at the end and with somebody who sneaks up in there. But the team that pays the most is going to be there in the end.
All right, so y'all heard Coach Prime Deion Sanders and his thoughts on the need for a salary cap in college football. Okay. Let me give y'all the real on what he just said. All right, so first of all, some people call what Prime said hypocritical, given the fact that he, like I said, he's the must be the money. He's that guy. You know what I'm talking about? But if you pay attention to what he said now, he didn't have a problem, or it sounds like he doesn't have a problem with players who are really like that getting that bag. Okay. He was talking about having to pay guys who ain't really that good that big money. You know what I'm talking about? So of course, a player like himself who ran a 4.2 for breakfast, you know, or the legend has it that he ran a 4.2 in Timberlands. You know, if y'all ever worn some Timbs, you know, if that shit is true, that's crazy. But of course, a player like himself, he's thinking, hey, I would have got my bag. I don't know what fuck y'all talking about. Okay, he's thinking that. But there's something else. There's something else. Okay. First, let me acknowledge that I do think they gotta regulate this shit in some kind of way. You know what I'm talking about? As somebody who's a member of an NIL collective, shout out to the KC 1400 NIL collective. You feel me? Anybody who's down with Jackson State University, if you're watching this and you haven't joined yet, please join. Please join. You feel me? So as somebody who's a member of one of these collectives and somebody who hopes to increase my contributions, you know, to getting these great players into Jackson State University, like, yeah, I do think there should be some kind of regulation. You feel me? 'Cause right now it's just wild, wild west. Motherfuckers getting goddamn, they getting to take your money, play for you 1 year, then somebody swoop in with some bigger money, and then they gone and they take advantage of the player you just developed. And you know, it's wild. It's wild. So I do think there needs to be some kind of regulation. All right. What that is, I don't know. What that looks like, I don't know. They probably need to let these kids unionize. That may need to be the next step. So then you have somebody to negotiate with. You feel me? Collectively. But there's one part in there from Prime that don't make no damn sense, and he know it don't make no damn sense. You know, he's saying basically that the way it is now, you're just gonna keep having the same few teams make it because they got the bags and they can just pay millions of dollars for these rosters. But that's how it's always been. Ain't shit changed with that part. Nothing has changed with that. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that his current football team, the Colorado Buffs, are able to outspend his former football team, Jackson State University, the main reason he left Jackson State. Not only for more money for himself, but also the bigger access to dollars for the players he wants to bring in. You feel me? Like, this ain't nothing new. It didn't start there where money was dictating who gonna get these star players. I'm reading a book right now by Jeff Pearlman. I've shouted him out before. I've read his book about the 90s Dallas Cowboys. I read his book about Walter Payton. You feel me? I read his book about the Kobe and Shaq Lakers. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all should read some Jeff Pearlman. Well, right now I'm reading a book about Bo Jackson. Okay. And where I am currently in the book, Bo is still in high school. Okay. And Bo is doing some otherworldly shit as a high school athlete. Okay. But Bo also didn't want to leave the state of Alabama. He's from Alabama. Okay. He didn't want to leave the state of Alabama. And so when Auburn found that shit out, oh shit, they had a booster, white man, somehow always around Bo, giving Bo some handshakes. You know, that was more than just some give me five type of handshakes. You feel me? These motherfuckers flew Bo and his mama on a PJ to Auburn. You feel me? That's the type of shit that was going on. These motherfuckers, Bo is he was a three-sport phenomenon now: football, baseball, and track. They had this baseball game, and Auburn had some security guards there, stationed by Bo Jackson's mama, so the baseball scouts won't fucking bother her. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of shit these schools been doing. They've been spending money in ways that smaller schools with smaller budgets can't do. And I know that's just the tip of the iceberg. I ain't even finished with the book yet to see all what's gonna happen when the man get to Auburn and what kind of money they gonna give to this man who ended up winning a Heisman there. I ain't even made it there yet. You feel me? But the fact that they got this booster giving this man money all the time, flying the man on PJ, he's got security for his mama just to make sure nobody else fucks with him, so he'll come to our school. I'm talking about shit happened in the 80s, 40 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to do a book on Prime to let us know what Florida State gave his ass. We need to know the real. For the man that must be the money, he ain't just go to Florida State because no goddamn Bobby Bowden's charm. You feel me? So the schools with the bags, who can afford to, back in the day, pay the players under the table, get the players a car, you know what I'm talking about? But your mama or your daddy go down to the dealership and put the car in their name, you know what I'm talking about? Shit like that. Winks like that, you know what I'm talking about? Or your coach, your high school coach get a car, winks like that, you know what I'm saying? Somehow mama got an upgrade to the crib. Somehow daddy got a new truck. Somehow somebody who was unemployed in your family got a job on campus now. You feel me? So you got a job that you ain't got to go to. It's just a way for us to, give you some money. Come on, man. This shit been happening. Been happening. Ohio State, Alabama, Notre Dame, all these schools that we consider these blue bloods. Been blue bloods my whole damn life. Because they've been paying these boys my whole damn life. Their boosters have deep pockets, and their boosters have been very passionate about using those deep pockets to get what the fuck they want. That's nothing new. That's nothing new. So if we gonna call for a salary cap or more regulation of the spending and stuff like that, salaries with these guys, don't let that be the reason, because it's causing an imbalance in the competitive nature of the game. Hey, these teams are big corporations. these programs are like big ass corporations and shit. These teams generate millions of dollars. College football as a whole generates billions of dollars. So it ain't nothing new that the big programs, big corporations, outdo the small corporations or even the small business owners. You know what I'm saying? So for Prime to act like this shit is a new function or a new consequence of these players getting paid, the fact that the Ohio States and the Bamas, now the Georgias, and all these teams who routinely there, the fact that they're there ain't got shit to do with the players currently getting paid over the table, because these motherfuckers been finding ways to do that under the table forever. You feel me? So we gotta stop the cap on that. And if Prime ever leave Colorado and get to one of them blue bloods, where the boosters got them stupid ass pockets like that and willing to spend that shit like a motherfucker, then he may change his tune. He may not be up here calling for no cap. Then, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe his boosters will still be wanting the cap so they don't have to spend as much. But he won't be calling for a cap because of competitive imbalance. He won't be calling for it for that reason, because then it'll be benefiting his ass. You know what I'm saying? So what y'all think? First of all, do y'all think it should be a salary cap? Okay, that's one. And two, for those of y'all who know, you've known some elite athletes, maybe went to school with them, maybe knew about their recruiting process and all that kind of shit. What's some of the craziest shit you've heard one of these big time athletes getting under the table from one of these schools, before the NIL era? Let us know. Put it on some.
Please subscribe to my daddy's YouTube channel, because the more subscribers he gets, the more attractive he looks to sponsors. The more attractive he looks to sponsors, the more money he can make. And the more money he can make, the more money he can spend on me.